now and not have to wait 2 days if you're a private member or 7 to 14 days if you're standard business. Then you gotta get them now. So please welcome Sean McDevitt.
Thanks, Jess. So far, what we've heard tonight is amazing. Right? Very good. That's tough to change. I'm joking. I'm very proud of the book. Is Shakespeare's Skull, a novel in 5 acts. What I would like to do is just read first, real quick, a prologue, a very brief prologue of the book that sort of sets the stage for this novel in literally 5 acts. In February of 2013, it was announced that the remains of Richard III, the final ruler of Great Britain's Plantagenet dynasty, had at last been found. This declaration of discovery, made by the University of Leicester, created a worldwide sensation. Researchers and scientists, upon hearing the news, decided they should set out to settle a centuries-old dispute whether the grave at a certain Stratford church did in fact contain the remains of the man widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. However, in a classic case of unintended consequences, the investigators soon found themselves in a maelstrom of deceit, a blanket of nightmares, and a curtain of blood. Now,
It's terrible.
thanks, Jess. Thanks for the little ego boost there. That's great. I'm going to skip away about 2/3 of the book where the skull is actually located. Now, don't worry, that is not a major spoiler. The book is called Shakespeare's Skull, so somebody has to find it, right? So that's not a big spoiler. The 2 main characters at this point are David and Maria. They are 2 scientists, and at the moment they are in the basement of a burned-out church in England where they think they might finally be onto something. David, come here. He bolted for the staircase, but the first noisy step reminded him of the weakening wood he was standing on, and he had to force himself to take each step gingerly. He half ran under the mask, making its scarves wave gently. After taking just a few steps into the room, he stopped cold. "Oh dear God," he blurted, the pronounced echo of the room returning to his voice. Without even realizing it, they both pitched their hard hats to the floor. What was revealed above was astonishing. A dazzling display of light, thrust onto walls and ceiling far away and above. A breathtaking display of what could only be described as stars. "It's so beautiful. It looks just like the night sky. David, I think we've discovered an underground planetarium," Maria exclaimed, her tone light. David took 2 steps, then felt himself rooted to the floor. A shockwave of realization pummeled him, striking him in the face, resounding through his whole body. "Maria? Maria," he shouted. "Yes?" "Herschel and Somerville were astronomers, right?" "What?" "Caroline Herschel and Mary Somerville. They were both astronomers. Isn't that correct?" he asked urgently. "Yes," Maria answered. "They were nominated to the Royal Astronomy Academy at the same time." "Cameras!" he yelled. Maria nervously set down her lantern and dug into her coat for her phone. "David, what are you thinking? Tell me." He started taking pictures in all directions. "Maria, this is a star chart. It's not just a pretty picture. This is a real night sky. I'm recognizing constellations, see?" He took her arm, gently lifted it toward the starry-decked heavens. "Look, the constellation of Aries. There, the constellation of Leo. Here's what we're going to do." He stood frozen, his mind racing. "We need to photograph this as much as possible. If we stand with our backs to each other and make a full circle, we should be able to get full coverage. Here, stand behind me, make sure the flash is off, and we'll do this slowly." They both held their phones aloft, and Killian urgently applied some pressure using his hip, encouraging Maria to start turning. The warmth and intimacy of the moment was not lost on him, despite the importance of the task at hand. Killian drew a deep breath and began reciting some words that he thought would be appropriate. Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward from the pole had made its course to illuminate that part of heaven where it now burns, his words echoed into the void as they continued their strange dance, slowly turning and clicking away. He wondered if she'd been paying attention to what he said, but she surprised him. Doubt that the stars are fire, she quietly replied. Doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a lie, but never doubt I love. Their circle had ended, and Killian turned to face her, his heart pounding. Maria, he asked, his voice quavering. Maria, what are you trying to say to me? Her large, dark eyes gazed up at him, all at once gentle, serious, and inviting. He reached up with his hand to caress the side of her cheek. As he did so, he saw in her eyes a particular pinpoint of light in a shape he didn't recognize. To her confusion, he stopped, looked straight up, and then turned around.